my fabulous friends. I hope you're doing well. All right, so let's get this Trump thing all sorted out. So I'm going to use the what would Trump do. So I first uploaded a video, and I've now uploaded that, and you can see the video that I uploaded. And it clearly said Trump was okay, and actually he would be going home and having happy family Easter time. He was just under a real lot of stress. And if he did go to the hospital, it was just precautionary, right? And then something was telling me, do another reading, ask these questions. And I did, and it showed that he was in quite a bit of heart problems. It looked like a heart attack. It looked like he needed surgery. Looked like he would come out of it. But then in the end, it would be the end of his presidency. And I uploaded that one before I uploaded the other one. And now I'm beginning to think that I did the one of what it was like, what was going on, the immediate energy. And the next one is predictive. It's not current. It's predictive. And I predicted that actually a couple of times. And so when I saw that, I threw it up because I thought it was happening. Then it turns out the first reading was the correct reading. He may have been just really stressed, really tired. He's almost 80 years old, working around the clock to get that pilot home. Now, everyone's saying it was the left-wing trolling that started to announce that Trump was, after the lid was put on, that Trump was in the hospital, or something was wrong with Trump or whatever. I'm going to ask the cards, what would Trump do if that was all part of the operation? Right? Because they did say they were giving, they broadcast false CIA information to the Iranians, so they wouldn't know what they were doing. And so would it make not sense that they would also put out something that Trump is not well, or Trump is in the hospital, or something's going on with Trump, so that the Iranians think that Trump's not behind it, or they aren't working on it. Do you see what I mean? Was that part of the whole operation, was to put a little bit of a buzzword out that something was wrong with Trump, to throw them off the scent? All right. So I think that's where that other video is going. I think it's a prediction. It's predictive. It's not current. Whereas the one that I've uploaded, which was the first one I did, is the current situation. I know that's kind of backwards, but it's dated and time-stamped. So you can go back and have a look at the date and the timestamp on that. And it shows that all is well, and Trump would be going home, or having like an Easter Monday type of thing. But he was under an extreme amount of stress. And if he did go, it was possibly like just blood pressure. Maybe he felt like he had a stroke. Maybe perhaps he did have a little bit of chest pain, but it didn't look like it was anything of much of anything, just precautionary. So let's find out. Was the intel drop that something was, that they made it look like the lid was placed, that White House put a lid on it, they blocked traffic and whatnot. Then somebody had to start the rumor that he was at the hospital. Let's find out. Was this part of the operation? Six of Swords. Going from stress to peace. Knight of Pentacles. Justice in reverse. Seven of Cups in reverse. Yes, it was. That's the gaslighting card. Justice in reverse is showing it's not fair. It's actually, justice in reverse can be lying, can be not playing by the rules, can be underhanded, especially next to the Seven of Cups, which is gaslighting. The moon, yeah, that was exactly it. The veil, the illusion. Here it is. He was actually the Knight of Pentacles here. He was actually working on the pilot, because the pilot was on a ledge, not moving. Don't move. You're safe. We're coming to get you. That's the Knight of Pentacles right there. Waiting. And then, yes, it was part of the operation. So they knew which mouthpieces to, if you look there, somebody put oh, sorry, Easter weekend's hard on me. Compiled all the different known Democratic and left-wing accounts, and they all were saying the exact same thing. So that's what made me think this was part of the operation, that this information got out. It was actually on like Hindustan Times, that was their news. From India, that was in there, one of the Indian publications. Oh, 10 of Cups, there it is. There it is. That's the joy, the celebration that they got him. They got him. I'm right. This is him sitting on a ledge. Stay there. We're on our way. Don't move. Otherwise, we can't find you. We've got you. So there he sat for 48 hours, and there's the congratulations. The Hanged Man, yeah, Trump was stuck in his office. He basically had no choice to do this. Seven of Swords on top of this Seven of Cups, that was their whole strategy. Look at that, the two sevens that are strategy and sneakiness, and was that strategy and sneakiness sevens? Hey, that's easy to remember. Classified. Yes, this was part of the op. Queen of Pentacles might have been Melania's idea, because she showed up quite strongly in that first reading. So it might have been her idea. King of Wands in reverse. No, the King of Wands is Peter Hegseth. Hegseth? It might have been an argument with him about it too. Remember, Trump just fired a bunch of his generals. So there could have been somebody was in argument that he was doing this. Six of Cups. Six of Cups. Trust. The people who knew and trusted what was going on knew what was exactly going on. The Six of Cups here. Also, this card indicates he's Santa Claus. So, is he giving a gift to get this guy home for Easter? Almost like your wish is my command. You look at this side, this is all trust and whatnot, and you look at this side, and this is all the deception and the illusion and confusion and veiled, and what's underlying here? The Hierophant in reverse. Well, interesting, that is Easter time. That's the Pope, right? We got the cross there and everything. And I'm going to say it kind of upset his Easter plans, but not that he minded working them to save somebody. The Hermit in reverse. Wow. The Magician. There he is. Wow, death showed up again. Death. And Five of Wands in reverse, Ace of Pentacles. I'm going to say that once the situation was over, that then he could finally relax and get on with the weekend. Um, yeah, I'm gonna say that he was all alone, like for Easter and whatnot. But Millennia didn't mind. She really didn't mind. And I'm going to say that this actually made him look better in the eyes of with this Ace of Pentacles. He may have gained some new admirers, um, started something like planted some seeds, planted some seeds. Uh, this is interesting, this Five of Wands. And this could be all the people arguing on X. There's a lot of people arguing on X. And I think this is exactly what happened. I think because I've uploaded the first video I did, and then something was telling me do another one, and that was the one I've uploaded, and that actually is, now that I look back at it, it's predictive. It's not current. I still stand by it, that that's what's going to happen in the future. And I think we've been reading that Trump has had heart problems for a very long time. And I think something is going to shift here for Trump, that he's going to plant some new seeds. This may be the whole thing that turns around what's going to happen during the people who have things about this war. I just really feel like this is some kind of fresh start for him, without it being the Fool or anything like that. This is some kind of fresh start. Some kind of seed has been planted that's going to be significant and grow. This is an asset. That's not the word I'm looking for. This is going to be an asset for him, that, he helped. He made sure that those pilots got out alive and safe, and not one life, not one American life was lost. You can almost look at that as zero. He's holding up those 0 American lives were lost. I think that's what it is. So there, it actually turned out to be a 3-part reading, but I'm so glad I recorded that first one to show you that was the first reading that I did, that showed all is well, that he may just be really stressed. And he probably was, but they have doctors right there at the White House, as I mentioned in that video. All right. Thank you very much for watching. Please take good care. Over and out.